Am Royal. Come on in. You know, I'm gonna start y'all out with the positive vibes of the day because that's what I do. What do I say? It's gonna be a what?
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun.
Hey.
Step two, get some good, some food in you.
Hey.
Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be.
What?
Step four, everybody just do your thing.
What?
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Blood flow, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought and some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Good morning, friends and love.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Hey.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
What?
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always
Stay
gotta
back
fight
from the demons, y'all. Negative thoughts.
some poison that ride. Head full of thoughts, so here come the clouds.
Hey.
They'll never stop unless I can swap
All the bad for the good in my head.
when I'm lost.
What?
Yeah.
So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive vibes are overtaken.
I got patience.
One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. Good morning, child.
Know that I like to do it cause it's sensation.
I'm in my head.
In my head like a narration.
Don't expect greatness, do my best, man. I'll take it. Hey, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
What?
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
What?
Wake up,
Today's gonna be a good day. Peace and blessings, Shirley. Hey, step on. Hey, good morning, good morning. As you can see, I don't have my headphones on because it don't fit over my hat, but you guys can still hear me. I'm pretty sure of that, right? My headphones helps me hear myself, right? But I'm pretty sure you can hear me. Oh my God, yes, Shirley, because you know, hey, I'm trying to rock some shorts. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to rock some shit. I don't want to be cold. I want to have a good time. I want to feel free. You know, the only thing is I wish that my hat had some kind of, I might have to sew. I need a string on my hat so that when I want to wear it so it hangs down my back. The hat flat down my head, y'all. I need a hat that I could actually hang down and wear on my back. I might have to glue gun, like some kind of leather thing. I'm going to go to Michael's and see if I could get like a brown leather string, and I'm going to glue gun it to my hat so it can hang on my back. What y'all think about that? Because traveling with this hat, I'm going to be hot. I'm going to want to take it off. You know, what am I going to do with it as I'm traveling? You know, I think I love the feathers. You know, I bought a couple of feathers. I did buy feathers, and I have feathers in my room that I'm going to stick onto this hat. So Val, you know what's crazy? I had to buy my feathers separate. So I have to buy my feathers, and just so you know, make sure you put the feathers on the left side of your hat, not on the right side. It has to be on the left side of your hat. Good morning, Hillbilly. So I'll have my feathers as well, in my hat, in my hat. All right. Good morning, Tamika. Good morning. Good morning, Hillbilly. Good morning. We need to start, once I come back from Houston, from this rodeo, we need to start planning the West Virginia. The Hamptons kind of squeezed into the June bucket. So we got to figure out when are we going to West Virginia? July for a weekend, for a quick weekend? I could do Virginia for a quick weekend in July. All right. Good morning. Deb, I'm going to work on all my shit today to figure out my life, because I know we have a couple of other trips, and I did get your message the other day, and I don't think you know me, I'm just trying to get through my trial. That's why it's hard for me to, we're getting ready to enter March, and March is a very scary month for me because, I have, I have trial supposedly in March. And I have to pay a lot of money to do the trial. Okay. And so that's what I'm trying to get out of the way before I can commit to anything else. But I really am going to do my best to push forward on the Italy trip, because it is something on my list that I got to do. So I'm not crossing that off my list. I just need maybe another week to figure out my life as I prepare for this upcoming trial. I need to make sure that the money is set aside for the trial, separate from anything that I'm using to travel. All right. It's heartbreaking how this doctor butchered me, but yet it's fighting me tooth and nail and taking me all the way to trial, because they know that it's going to cost me a lot of money to do this. Right. And it's unfortunate because they probably looked at me and said, we know she doesn't have the money to go through trial, but I'm going to tell you no lie. RAW is very resourceful, right? I don't have the money that they're asking me for. But, when I think about my life, this is just a moment, y'all, because I told y'all I got some shit coming up, right? When I think about my life and I think about the girl that was living on Springfield Boulevard, that was living by herself, well, not really supposed to be by herself, but her baby daddy was running around the street smoking crack, and left me home alone, and the rent wasn't paid. The lights got turned off. I was living in the dark, no food in the refrigerator. I look at that little girl and I say, if you as a single mother at the age of 17, okay, at the age of 17, was living in an apartment by yourself, no food, no lights, no nothing, and you survived that, okay, then I can survive this, right? I have to, when I get into new situations that start to stress me, I go and I pull my strength from my trials and tribulations of the past that I have overcome. And I say, God knows if I can overcome that, I know I can overcome this. So that is the mode that I'm in right now. And so, people might feel that maybe I'm being a little distant, or maybe I'm not as actively social as I normally am. And that's probably going to look a little bit more like that as the next couple of weeks come up, because I have to get into my head and prepare for what I got coming up. Okay. This is one of those things that is very traumatizing. Okay. And my fears of having to relive the incidents that occurred in 2018 is frightening to me. Okay. And I can't get into therapy fast enough. Like, this trial is coming fast and heavy, and my therapist caught the flu. So now I don't go into therapy until March 1st. And I'm trying to get my emotions and my anxieties and everything under control, because what I've been through, that's why I didn't have patience for the Risa Tisa 50-part thing, because I'm like, I don't give a fuck that you were a toxic man. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, 50 parts, like, bitch, you should have left. Like, we all been through that. And then I think about, I'm like, people out here dealing with real shit. Like, I'm out here dealing with a fucking doctor. Like, they make movies out of the doctor that I'm dealing with. There's a fucking movie series on Netflix called Dr. Death, right? This is why I tell people, when you watch movies on TV, these ideas come from somewhere. Okay? This series, Dr. Death, is my life. I can't even watch Dr. Death because I have a whole Dr. Death that put his hands on me that I got to deal with next month because I'm not crippled and because I'm still traveling and because I'm still working. The doctor is like, so what? She got fixed. So what's the big deal? That's how they're navigating this, right? And more so is elevated because of me being a Black woman. Black women's pain from a medicinal perspective is diminished, right? Listen, this is the curse and the blessing of a Black woman. And I can only speak for a Black woman. I cannot speak for men. Okay, because I'm not a man. But this is the curse of the Black woman. They expected me to lose wages at work. They expected me to be down. But the curse and the blessing of the Black woman is that we are resilient, even though we don't want to be at times. If I had not worked, I wouldn't have a roof over my head. Can't nobody feed me. Can't nobody pay my bills. Can't nobody take care of me. So when I was down with the catheter hanging out of my pussy, okay, and feeling weak and lost all this weight and my skin was gray, I was still logging into work from home at times to try to check in to make sure that I didn't lose my job because this doctor butchered me. So now I'm home and I'm thinking, oh my God, corporate America don't care. They just want the work done. And even though my boss was the best, he was like, stop logging in. Stop logging in. Me being the only Black woman in the organization, I'm always in fear. I'm always moving in corporate America in a stronghold to hold on to my position. You understand? I work hard for my position. So these doctors are looking at me like, she's still doing it. She's still going and she still lives. But baby, I'm still going and I'm still doing, but I'm still taking MRIs. I still have doctors that are specialists that I got to pay for. I still got to go get tests on a yearly basis because you fucked some shit up. I still got an ovary up in my joint that I told you to take out. So now I don't even know if the shit is a healthy ovary or a non-healthy ovary because why? I got to pay extra money to deal with the health of my ovary that you were supposed to take out. Dr. Death. Okay? This is what I'm dealing with. And so that's why when I jump on TikTok in the morning, I don't have time for people in their negativity because I need to wake up with positivity at all times because I got a lot of shit on my mind, a lot of shit that I deal with. And as a single woman, I got to keep moving. And when I say single woman, I mean, that don't mean that there ain't nobody in my life. That just means that this house is my responsibility. And until a man steps into it and takes over as the man of the house, this is my responsibility. So I move that way. But these doctors and these lawyers will look at that and say, ain't nothing wrong with her. But it's evidence. You disconnected my kidney for a week and sent me home. My shit was full of piss for a whole week. I almost lost a fucking kidney. And nothing's wrong with me. I got kidney stones growing around the repair site that might have to be surgically removed. That affects me and irritates me and causes low vibrational pain. But nothing is wrong with me. Right? They downplay the pain of a Black woman. I can't speak for any other culture, any other sex, because I am a woman and I am Black. And so I'm speaking about the Black woman in my journey through the medical field. And so I want to say this for all Black women out there that deal with, doctors that downplay your pain. There's always the board. Don't ever forget that these doctors hold licenses. Okay? Don't ever fucking forget that you have a voice. See, everybody thinks the only voice is standing out there on the picket line. There is voice. There is a way to voice your pain, your disappointment, in many ways. Don't ever forget, ladies, that there's a whole medical board out there, and a doctor's license is public information. If you are not getting the treatment you deserve, write the damn letters. We say we're not getting treated fairly. Are you writing letters to the board? Having these doctors being held accountable? See, I'm that thorn. I'm not the quiet mouse. Hurt me, and I will be your thorn. Because this fight that I'm fighting, some people, they're probably mad because I didn't settle. I'm not settling, because some people go to court and some people settle for money just because of the financial gain of it. To me, this is a bigger fight. To me, this is fighting for other women that this man is touching. Okay? Why does he have the ability to still operate on women when he is butchering people? It's a bigger fight for me. It's not about the money. So, right. So it's not, they looking at me like, oh, this black bitch, she want to fight. Because don't pay me and then send them back out there to operate on the next black woman and mess her up. There's many ways to fight a battle. There was a question. There was a statement that was made. I was watching Airbender, right? Avatar Airbender. And the one thing, and this is going to be a topic, upcoming topic, not today, but the one thing that he said was, the advice that this little boy was given was, sacrificing your own needs to protect others is a big sacrifice. I might lose this case, all because I want to fight. But that's the sacrifice that I'm making, to make a point, to say I am not just going to take hush money. I need people to hear what he did to me. So sometimes the sacrifice is greater when you're trying to help other people. I might be fucking up my whole case taking this to trial. I might. But I feel like people need to know what he did. And maybe we won't make it to trial. But I'm not going to lay down easy. There's always a board. Exactly, Shirley. And that's my thing. They don't care about the mental trauma that this shit has placed on me. They don't care that I have to take a fucking Valium to go to the fucking doctor because they're scared I'm going to faint. They don't care about none of that. They don't care that I get a UTI more often as the average person because you fucked me up. They don't care about none of that. They only care if I lost a kidney, if I lost my job, if I was homeless. I have to be in dire strait for them to see what they did was wrong. It's not enough for them to say we fucked her up. Good morning, Ghost. And so I say, pray for my strength, in this upcoming month, because I got a lot on my plate. And I'm still trying to keep the momentum of this show going at the same time. I have a second opinion, y'all. I have an expert witness. I am in fight mode, y'all. Trust me. I'm not slow when it comes to these type of things. I have a whole expert witness that I pay, who is my second opinion. And the doctor who fixed me, that's a third expert opinion. A whole nother doctor fixed me. We have witnesses. The head nurse in the operating room, she saw it. She said she wanted to fight for me. People saw it. Good morning, Cynthia, and welcome back. I have witnesses. I have second opinions. But this is going to end up in the jury's hands. You understand what I'm saying? And the jury is going to look at me and they're going to decide. And if people that live here in New Jersey, if you know the county that I live in, I had 2 counties of choice. Morristown County, which is racist, didn't want my case there. Bergen County, which is very diverse, which is where I live, money and doctors. Both counties, I'm screwed. One is racist and one is medically heavy. I don't know who's going to sit in this jury. Yes, my lawyer has a right to help pick and deny, but this jury is going to decide my fate. And hopefully they don't decide it based on how I fucking look. Oh yeah, the woman not getting proper treatment. Yes, get a second opinion. Absolutely. I agree with that, y'all. I agree with that. We need to be smarter, right? It is our responsibility to take care of ourselves. And it is our responsibility to advocate for ourselves when it comes to the medical arena. Okay? We have to advocate for ourselves. I'm pretty sure, they did have asked for access to my social media and I denied them. I'm pretty sure the defense team watches my social media. I'm pretty sure they're going to see me at the rodeo. I'm pretty sure they are watching all of this. But I'm still living my life because you still did what you did. But they can't use my social media in court because I refuse them to have access to it. But I'm sure they're watching. But there is nothing for me to lie about. There is nothing for me to fake. My life is impacted by this. But I still have to live my life. And so that's my rant this morning. All right. Because I needed y'all to know that, when I say people wake up with trials and tribulations, they do. And these are mine. These are mine. And I live my life out loud, publicly, and so I share. For several reasons. One, I share because it's a form of therapy for myself. And number 2, because I don't ever want other people to feel like they are by themselves. There's so many people that sit in their trials and tribulations, and the first thing that they say to themselves is, why me? Why me, Lord? It's not just you. It's not just you. It's life. Life be lifing. All right, so good morning and happy Monday, y'all. So why am I on here on this live with this hat on? Because I'm just here to say that we got in 2 weeks, and oh my God, I got to pack, y'all. I got to pack. March 8th weekend is rodeo time. We are going to be at the rodeo. Let me see something. Woo, 2 weeks we will be at the daggone rodeo. What do y'all think about that? Are you ready? I know some of y'all are ready. I saw some people getting ready already. All right. I saw some people getting ready already for the rodeo. No, I don't have Never mind. All right, so March 8th weekend. That's in what, 2 weeks? March 8th weekend. Is it 2 weeks, y'all? 2 weeks? Oh my God, I gotta pack. Oh, it's next week? Oh, wait. No, it's not. Wait. When am I coming? Yup. All right, 2 weeks. Like next week. March 8th, we will be headed to, I know, a week and a half. Y'all, I gotta pack. I'm behind schedule. I'm so anal. I love to be packed ahead of time. Oh my God. It's not even I'm leaving next Wednesday. Oh my God. All right. So I got to start packing. I got to get my shit together. I really got to get it together. So March 8th weekend is rodeo time. We are starting out on Friday night. Addresses will be provided. A group chat will be created for those that are coming. I know that Cheryl Lee will be in Houston on Monday the 4th. I will be in Houston on the 6th. That's Wednesday. Angel will be there Thursday evening. Valerie will be there Friday. Okay. And Nakia will be there Saturday morning. Right. The next weekend. Okay. Because I get my nails done on the Monday, the 4th. So, oh my God, the countdown is coming. What color am I going to do my nails? Maybe blue. I don't know. Maybe blue with a little rodeo, something. I don't know. We'll see. All right. But we are starting out the activities on March 8th, okay, with the book All About Love by Bell Hooks, okay? Please be reading your books, y'all. I'm behind. I'm still reading. I'm still going to be reading and catching up. Please read your books. We are going to have about a 90-minute discussion about this book and what is love all about, right? A lot of us look at love as a feeling, but what about the action of love? What about how we were shown love? What about what we experienced as love growing up, and how do we unlearn what we experienced and really learn the truth about what love is about? See, not only do we travel and we play games, but we are healing, we are unpacking, okay? And so listen, the journey is be better, do better, all right? And so in the mix of the fun, we are healing at the same time, healing and building, expanding on our chosen family, okay, being better, developing a village of people that can keep spreading this positivity and spreading the be better attitude, do better, right? So many of us live in a toxic space. So many of us are still surviving off of the trauma, right? I still live in survival mode and I don't know why. I want to come from it, but you know why? Because that's all I know. How do I see more than being in survival mode? What does love look like? And am I showing love to myself? Do I have people that love me around me? What does that look like? What does it feel like? What does the action of the people around you show you? Versus what we've been taught. Okay? So this is a journey. Don't miss it. Fellas too. Fellas, because we can't love by ourselves. We need the men to fall in line with this also. I think this is the 50-year anniversary for the rodeo. I feel like I heard that recently. Wait, Hillbilly, you said rodeos need to be sued for their abuse of clowns? What do you mean? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes, Friday morning, Valerie, you will be there. Wait a minute. The clowns? How are the clowns being abused? Hillbilly. Listen, I remember I was just talking about this over a couple of days ago, how I used to take my son, my brother, and then my first grandchild to the Ringling Brothers Circus every year. That was our thing. You know, it was like a thing. And then there was no more circus. And then the circus is gone. The only circus that pops up is what, like the Soul Circus and like little in-town circus and stuff like that. I wonder if they still use clowns. I know the circus was discontinued because of misuse of the animals. But now Hillbilly is saying the rodeo should be sued for abusing the clowns. What the fuck do the clowns do at the rodeo? What am I missing? There's clowns at the rodeo? Are there clowns at the rodeo? I don't know. Anyway, y'all, while y'all think about that, I'm going to go ahead and read the positive vibes. Oh, Hillbilly said Ringling Brothers give them a car. Rodeos give them a barrel. What? Oh, Debbie said the Houston rodeo don't use clowns. See, Hillbilly? All right. Oh, let me keep my hat on. I'm not finished. I was getting ready to read the positive thought. So that's Friday. Saturday, March 9th, we're going to be doing rodeo all day. Okay. Rodeo activities during the day. We're going to be heading to the rodeo about 11:30, 12 o'clock. Getting into the rodeo, buying out, I'll sell some cheap ass stadium tickets so that we could just be in the house to see the rodeo activities. But we're going to do the carnival. We're going to do the livestock. We're going to do this. We're going to do that, this and that, this and that. And then we're going to head back to the house, meet up at a certain time, not right away. Everybody don't have to come back at the same time. Go shower your funky asses, get the livestock dirt off of you, smell a little fresh. Come to the house. We'll have topic. We got topics to discuss, okay? We're going to have topics to discuss, and then that's going to lead us into card games with drinking and stuff like that. Then Sunday, March 10th, we are going to be doing brunch, okay, together as a group. Then back to the house for some more topics, light sipping, water soda, maybe some champagne and some wine. But if you want to go ahead and sip on some whiskey, that's on you. I'm not leaving till Tuesday, so I could do what I want. But I'm just saying, don't let me encourage you to go home hungover. I'm just the fuck saying. Monday, a lot of people are leaving. I am staying behind one day because I hate to come in during the hustle bustle and I hate to leave out in the hustle bustle. I need decompress time. And so those are the plans for the upcoming weekend. All right. Be a part of it. I give at least 4 trips, something. Be a part of it. This is us building a family together. All right. So that is my rodeo spiel because my hair now is sweaty and flat, but that's okay. All right. I did too, Valerie. I used to go all the time too. Oh my God, my hair's sweaty and wet. I used to go all the time too, but they stopped that shit. Okay, today is February 26th. Let me go ahead and read the positive vibe of the day because this is how we start our mornings, okay? February 26th. I will know love. Y'all know February is the month of love, right? And we're at the end of February, so get it all in, okay? I will know love when I realize people do not change just because I want them to change. Can y'all listen to this shit? It's starting to rain. Nut sent the rain over here. I will know love when I realize people do not change just because I want them to change. They still have that one, Deb. If you are looking for a change in your mate and see no signs of it coming, stop looking. You are with whom you are with because you chose to be with them. Oh my God. Are y'all listening to this? Because some of y'all complain about your significant others and I'm going to need y'all to be quiet. If you are looking for a change in your mate and you see no signs of it coming, stop looking. You are with whom you are with because you chose to be with them. Stop looking for something else and see the love in whom you are with. If you are listening to hear something from your mate that you haven't heard, stop listening. If you are waiting for a change, stop. You chose this person. Damn it. They must be talking to me and everybody else. Damn it, you chose this person. Okay? You chose them because they opened your heart. You chose them precisely because of who they are and how they sounded. Stop checking to see if they are going to change because you may have changed. Stop waiting to see if they are going to change into what you knew they were not. See who this is. Hear what they say. Accept what they do as truth of who they are and look for the love in them. It is not loving to expect someone to change because you want them to or because you think they should. Love is consistent. Love allows us to see and hear the best of what we have right now. The love within us grows when we grow. It shifts when we shift. When how we love grows and shifts, love gives us the opportunity to choose again, whether or not our partner changes. Wow. Very often when we change, our needs change. At this point, we can become very demanding of our mates. By asking your partner to change to your reality, you are asking that they ignore their own. Oh my God. Some of y'all need to hear this shit. By asking your partner to change to your reality, you are asking that they ignore their own. Where the fuck is my pen? My back. I need to. Ouch, my back. Wait a minute, y'all. Oh, God. I'm trying, y'all. All right. I can't do certain shit. All right. Listen. Very often, by asking your partner to change to your reality, you are asking that they ignore their own. I had to read that a couple of times because, baby, every time I get into a relationship, motherfuckers really be liking me. And then when they get with me, they be like, oh, you so out there. You too loud. You cuss a lot. Niggas. Stop asking your partner to change their reality because you are asking them to ignore their own reality. You are asking them to ignore their own authentic and true self. And I'm not talking about toxic shit. I'm talking about just being who you are. Looking for, listening for, checking for, or demanding change is not loving. Let me underscore that. Looking for, listening for, checking for, or demanding change is not loving. Okay? It is controlling. The cure for this type of unloving control is simple. If who you have and what you have no longer meets your needs, choose again. That means leave. If you have and what you have no longer meets your needs, choose again. It ain't nothing wrong with choosing again because everybody doesn't grow at the same pace. But it is not for you to tell somebody else who to be. They have to be ready to step into the room and be who they want to be. But when you change throughout the life of a relationship, you cannot now take your change and put it on the next person because when you picked them, they were fine. You see, when I married my husband, okay, this is where people said to me, oh, you left your husband because the sex sucked. Yep, I did. They were like, well, wasn't it good in the beginning? It was. I didn't know nothing at 24. I thought we were getting it on. By 30, I was bored. And I was like, my needs changed. And he couldn't do what I needed him to do. He couldn't be who I needed him to be. I am Valerie. Thank you for reminding me. I should have put it on. You know what it is? I rode my bike and I did a stretching class. I got to put the patch on. Listen. He couldn't be what I needed him to be, right? And I wasn't there to force him. And so, guess what? We separated. Choose again. And people tried to make me feel bad. I was like, The pastor tried to make me feel bad. The head pastor, the youth pastor. I said, You can't make me feel bad. I'm not staying. I am evolving. I am growing. He is not growing with me. I can't be mad at him for that. And he's a cheater. I'm out. Choose again. Don't make people make you stay in places or make you feel like you need to stay in places because you grew and your partner isn't growing. Until today, you may have been preoccupied with changes you need your mate to make. Just for today, look for and embrace the things you love about who your partner is right now. That is what we should be focusing on. What are the things you love about your partner, right? And if that is enough to sustain your relationship, then that is enough, right? But if you are dissatisfied and you're not getting what you need and it's affecting you, choose again. You know, the youth pastor, when I told him, the sex was bad, they just looked at me like I was crazy, you know, and people was like, how do you tell the pastor that? I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck? He asked me. I've never been shy. Okay? I've never been shy. And not in that regard. The pastor want to know what's going on, I'm going to tell him. They sent the youth pastor to my house. It didn't help. How you going to help me get better sex? You can't. Today, I am devoted to putting aside my demands for change and seeing the truth and love in who my partner is. And that's what it's about, right? We are all going to evolve and grow over time. And when we select people that we choose to be with as our partners, part of the problem is we sit around and we say, oh, relationships don't last. They don't last because naturally people grow, people evolve. And what ultimately happens is one person starts putting their evolution onto the next person. And they start to forget why they love that person in the first place. Okay? But if your relationship gets to a point where you are growing healthily and your partner is not, and it's affecting your growth, then you should choose again, right? But never put the burdens on your partner to be someone who you expect them to be just because you changed over time. My ex did it. He was Muslim. He is Muslim. And I went to the masjid. I'm telling y'all, my girlfriend was a witness. We signed a contract. Okay? And I looked at his imam and I said, you see me? I'm not Muslim. And I will never be. Don't put it on me. And he told my ex, you cannot put it on her. But let me tell you, after years being in a relationship with him, it was I lied this and I lied that and I lied this and I lied. And I was like, I don't care. I'm not Muslim. I don't care. I'm not Muslim. And it was, oh, you do your show and your nipples and your cleavage. I don't care. I'm not Muslim. When you met me, this is who I was. This is who I am. Just like today on TikTok, somebody was like, oh, it must be cold in there. I was like, see, this is the mature, separating the mature crowd from the immature crowd. Nipples, they're nipples. It's a crotch print. Okay, let's get past that now. Let's be mature, right? His thing was, oh, you're enticing the men. Why? They never seen nipples. At my age, I've seen enough dicks that if I see a dick print, what's the big fucking deal? I'm not going to make a big deal about it. He tried to change me. And guess what happened? You see him here? Do you see him here? Choose again. Choose again. Timing. You're right, Val. Timing is everything. But don't come into my life seeing me for who I am and then get with me and be like, you so out there, you so loud, you so this. I am. See, I tried to mouse myself before and I was miserable. I'll never mouse myself again. Not going to happen. That's why choosing the right person for you is important. But if it don't work out, choose again. Hillbilly said, Deb, sex is fun, but it is overrated. If sex is the only reason you're together, you will lose in the long run. Oh, well. Sex is not the only reason I was together with him, Hillbilly. But if y'all look at my YouTube story, you'll know he cheated. He overspent our money. I came home, Con Edison shut our lights off, and you fucking cheated, and you give bad sex. No, nigga, you got to go. See, sex wasn't just it. See, if his sex was bad and he was paying the bills and he wasn't a cheater, I might have kept him. But you're not going to have me coming home in a fur coat with the lights cut off. You're not going to have me looking crazy with you giving me bad eggplant and you out here cheating. You're not going to have me in Mexico a second time. Because the first time you had me in Mexico, I ain't had no money because you overspent the money in the account and your friends had to feed me. That's the ghetto shit. That's why I don't want to hear 50 parts of Risa Tisa, because I got 50 parts of my own shit. And that's why when it came to the bad sex, I was like, cherry on the top. Bye. Cherry on the top. Bye. So it was definitely more than Sex Hillbilly, but I tell that story on my YouTube storytelling channel. If anybody heard it, they know why I ultimately left my husband. Okay, because I told the whole fucking story out there. Exactly, y'all. And that's what be happening. That's why I have trust issues, because men all be excited about me and I be like, because as soon as you get with me, you're going to be like, no. Good morning, Reginaldo from Brazil. You know, I don't know, Deb. It wasn't that I was educated, because I wasn't. I was not educated sexually, right? I was trying to how do I say this? He was just doing me in missionary style on my back. I wanted to roll over and be on top sometime. I wanted to get it from the side. I wanted to watch porno. If y'all want me to be more specific, I wanted to grow sexually, and he didn't want to grow sexually. So when I found out, he was like, no, I don't want to watch porno with you. No, I don't want to do it that way. No, if I said dick or pussy, he was like, no, don't say those names. You got to think of nice names. You can't say titties. You got to think of nice names. But then when I turned around and found out that he cheating out there, I'm like, hold up. You are restricting me to all of this stuff sexually. And his excuse was because I'm his wife. So you out there hoeing it out and I'm sitting here getting bed sores? No, Debbie. I wasn't educated either. And I told you guys the first time I had an orgasm was in my early 30s. And that's when I came out the bathroom and I looked at him and I said, you don't pay bills. You fucking cheating. You got bad sex. No, you got to go. It was a combination of things. If he was well-rounded in all the other areas, I might have worked with him sexually. But since you want to suck sexually and suck in every other arena, then you are out. And that's what I decided. I didn't care who agreed with it and who didn't, but I knew I was not going to be unhappy. That is not the true indication of a man, head of a household in my home, can't pay bills, can't be responsible, running around the street cheating, spending all the money, and sucking at sex. What you here for? I'm not that kind of woman that's just going to keep making excuses for a man and stay. No. Now, I'm all for not being educated, but wanting to try stuff. Well, no, that was my husband. My husband didn't call him Allah. We were 7-day Adventists. My ex with the Allah and the Muslim, I never had to worry about him cheating on me. I didn't. Cheating was not our issue. Emotional abuse was our issue because he Allah'd me to death, right? These are two different men. My husband, we were 7-day Adventists then, right? But you're right, y'all. He was probably out there flinging around and hoeing and tying the red ropes up and having her swinging and whipping her ass and doing all kind of BDSM while coming home giving me bed sores and not paying the bills. But you got extra money to take girls out for dinner. They do. They did. Because it's a temporary thing. See, these women, when you don't live with the man, you don't know. So my husband was nice looking, dressed in tailor-made suits. Okay. He was sharp. Okay, he was sharp. Sharp. And women liked it. We get infatuated with young. We get infatuated with the looks. Oh, this nigga was hitting tailor-made suits. Young. Looking spiffy, smelling good, driving a nice car. We get caught up when we're young. And his sex might not have been bad for them because he didn't look at them as his wife. See, when it came to me, he was like, I can't watch porno with my wife, but you can watch it with your... I bet you he was. And I told y'all, and I told it in my YouTube channel story, that when I was packing his shit, X-rated tapes was falling out the closet, hit me in my head. I was like, hold up. What the hell? They were X-rated tapes, so it wasn't that he wasn't watching them. He didn't want to watch them with me. I'm saying in the sense of not trying to be too graphic, but every opening being used at once, for example, if that makes sense. Oh! I don't know. I think good sex is whatever is good to you, right? It could mean using every hole. It could mean only using one hole. Good sex is whatever you define it as. My good sex for me might not be good sex for you. Yep, child, y'all, the Debbie Does Dallas all hit me in my head. VCR tapes. I was like, what the heck? I packed them all up. And I told him, I said, oh, you got tapes here. I thought you didn't watch porno. You know? Having me out here looking like Booba the Fool singing in the choir in church. And you out here slinging. And you know what? No matter the fact how I talk about him, you know how I know I'm a good person? Because his sisters still speak to me. They do. I'm still close with his sisters and their kids still call me auntie. And I still get invited to some of the events. That's why I know I didn't do wrong. You know? I'm just the fuck saying. This was a good read today because, baby, choose again. See, for me in that case, my expectations changed, right? I'm no longer the 26-year-old girl. My expectations changed, and when he didn't want to meet them, and on top of that, he's doing everything else, I chose again. It's okay to choose again. Don't let other people come into your relationship in your life and say, oh, that's not a good enough reason to leave your man. That's not a good enough reason to leave your lady. If it's your reason, that's what I don't understand about people. Don't tell me what's a good reason to leave my man or woman, right? Because you can't determine my happiness, my level of satisfaction, because everybody's is different. Brandilla, that's a good one. Church doesn't allow for happiness or self-discovery. What do y'all say about that? What do y'all say about that? Because I know in my church, mothers was cheating up a storm. I was like, be quiet, because I know who you fucks in. They hide. As if God don't see them. That's what I never understood. People go sit in the pew and they be like, I look down the road and I wonder. And then the rest of the week, they be just a hoeing and shit. Like God don't see them. Don't worry about the typos, Brandilla. That's why I tell people all the time, don't go to church for the people. Go to church, get your message, and read the Bible yourself. Because Lord knows, you cannot. These human beings are trying to do better, be better themselves. Everybody's journey is different. You know? Deb said, okay, I have been guilty of that, Roy. So I hear you loud and clear. I have told people they don't have a good enough reason to leave a relationship. My friend's husband ate with his mouth open. Wait a minute, Debbie. No, wait. Okay. I don't know if I would leave my man because he ate with his mouth open. I hate y'all. Wait a minute, Debbie. Did she leave him because he ate with his mouth open? Oh my God. That's a bit extreme. Would y'all leave y'all man because he ate? But she knew he ate with his mouth open before she married him. Y'all said my second cousin is a pastor and every year a new child comes forward. He been married for 30 years and she stays. Mm-hmm. Why? Because it's the church. And somebody done brainwashed her to make her believe that she should stay. Because years ago, women were told that as long as the man is providing, that we should stay. I can provide. See, that's why men be mad. Because we be like, we can provide, bye. We need you to step up to the plate with all the other shit too. And provide. You see, I'm at a point in my life, men are going to be so sick of me. I'm at the point in my life where I don't give a damn. I have a friend. And see, this is, like, I have passed up so many good men in my life just because, this is wrong. I don't like this, or I don't like that, or I don't like this, or some shit, right? Because I know I can admit that I like a little bit of toxic in my men. I can admit that. So I passed up on a lot of good men that didn't have that edge. I know a friend that said he don't care how much money I make, and he know about how much I make. I don't have to pay donkey. He don't need my money. And I was like, what? I have never. The men that I be attracted to, that I be trying to be with, they be needing my money. And then the men that be attracted to me, that I'm not trying to pursue because they don't have that little toxic edge, they be like, I pay all your bills. And I be like, oh my God, Lord help me. I think, am I messing up? Because at this point in my life, I'm going to need MFs to mean what they say and say what the fuck they mean. I don't have no more of this battling fight energy in these relationships. I don't. I know, but I need to see that little toxic trait from the beginning. That's the thing that pulls me in. I know, y'all, I'm still a work in progress. Don't judge me. I need to see it from the beginning so that I can be like, and it has to be like that edgy toxic trait. Like, it just can't just be toxic. It has to have a certain edge. You know what I mean? I like that edginess that keeps me peaked. I don't know. It's hard to describe. I'm weird. Deb said, well, that's why she was wanting to leave. She calmed down eventually. I haven't talked to her in a while. I think he just got on her nerves with that. And that was the icing. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it had to be something other than the fact that he ate with his mouth open. Okay. I really think that was just something that annoyed her based on the fact that she was already annoyed with him. And Brandilla, that part. Church tries to give one size fits all answers, and that's not realistic. And it isn't. And that's why when people be quoting scriptures, I be like this. That's why my ex, every time he threw Allah at me, I was like, fuck, kiss my ass. Get the fuck out of my face. Because he overdid it. And I started to get disrespectful. And for my own safety and my own grace with God, I was like, you are making me toxic. You are making me say real disrespectful things. I got to choose again because I'm not going to burn in hell because I keep saying, fuck. Every time you say Allah, I'll be like that. Like I was really angry. Don't oversaturate me with Allahs and stuff like that, because I get angry, especially when I'm looking at you and I'm like, Allah see you, or you just want him to see me because you raggedy. You acting raggedy. You're emotionally abusive. I know Allah don't like that shit. Don't Allah me to death. Hillbilly, isn't that something? You are so right. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Debbie, your girlfriend, if she left her husband, she would be missing his mouth chewing open. Y'all said, speak for yourself, hillbilly. Hell nah, that's why they gone. But Deb, your friend might miss her man's chewing with his mouth open. She might be like, oh, I remember when we used to eat dinner and all I used to hear was him chewing his food. Oh, how I miss that. Y'all are a whole mess, all right? A whole mess. But let me get into some of my announcements, because you know it's that time. It's that time. It's that time. Upcoming trips. Okay. Yes, you need to find her. Okay. Upcoming trips. We have, well, I talked about the rodeo already, right? So you know we got that. June, we need to be starting to talk about June, July, West Virginia. We need to start looking for spots to stay in West Virginia. We need to pick a weekend that we're going to West Virginia. I'm relying heavily on Hillbilly to pick a weekend for West Virginia. And then we can pick a place to stay, and then we can start planning that trip. So once I come back from the rodeo, that is going to be the next thing that we plan to do, okay, is West Virginia. Quick weekend in, float down the river, come back out. Hillbilly, how is the float down the river business going? How is that looking? Any updates? Okay. Last 2 weeks are open. Okay, so we're still looking at the last 2 weeks in June. Give us other options, Hillbilly. What's open in July also? Just give us a weekend availability in July as well, so that we have that. All right, while I'm in Texas, maybe I'll start talking about the West Virginia stuff and try to see what we're going to do. But Hillbilly, how is the float down the river business going? Is the business opening, or are we just going to just go float down the river? Let's think about that, because we need to build an itinerary of things to do. Exactly, Valerie. And that's what he was trying to do. And I was becoming more disrespectful as the time went by. And I was like, the gates of hell is just going to swallow me up with this mouth. Because, you know, my mouth get real raggedy. Okay, my mouth get real raggedy. Okay, June is the earliest you can open. I just wanted to know if it was progressing. Okay, good. All right, so outside of that, outside of those state hops that we do, Texas, Virginia, Hamptons. We're going to be in the Hamptons in June as well. The beginning of June, we'll be in the Hamptons. All right. Besides all of that, we have our end of summer soiree coming, which is August 21st through the 25th. If you have not secured your room, go ahead and secure your room. It's $50 per person to secure your room. If you secure your room by February 29th, you will be offered a trip bonus to go to one of 7 destinations where you just pay tax. Aquanda already paid tax for her trip to Vegas because she traveled with us last year and she paid $99. Angel also took up the opportunity and she's going to Vegas. Valerie and I are going to execute our trip and we're going to hop into Vegas. Debbie is going with us to Vegas, okay? And so you will have the opportunity to do the same thing. Airfare is separate, all right? This trip is all adult at Breathless Punta Cana. Okay. Yes, the Hamptons. Good morning, Fancy. This trip is at Breathless Punta Cana, adult resort, all inclusive. I only do all adult resorts. I know some people that want to travel with us might have children, but do not bring your kids. They are not allowed. I am sorry. Okay. This is all adults. This is our adult getaway. Okay. I will be sending out emails prior to the trip. Once people have booked and people are paid, I will start sending out emails with NDA statements that says, if your ass talk too much, you can be sued. Okay. And so I just want people to understand that that is a reality, right? So go with your level of maturity. You have seen titties before. Baby, you have seen ass before, and you have seen cootie cat and peens before. So act like you've seen these things before, and don't get out of character when you're at this resort. This is not like the resort we were at last year. We were at Ryukyukan, which is also an all-adult resort, but Breathless is a little bit more escalated in the adult category, okay? So you might see shit that you didn't see at Ryukyukan, okay? Be mature about it. All right. And so this is our 5-day, 4-night trip. Hopefully I will be raffling off free, well, not free, but free for y'all, room upgrades. Okay. For those that have booked the tropical view rooms, that means you're looking at the gardens. You might be entered into a raffle to get upgraded with your room. Got to pay for it. Got to get your name in the hat, book your trip, pay for your trip fully. That is when I will collect the names from Avia, see who booked the tropical view rooms, see how many people booked, and based on how many people booked and based on how many people are going, I will raffle off free room upgrade. Okay. I can't get the upgrade because I'm already in a swim up. So see, I'm passing that on. All right. So this is August 21st to the 25th. Start getting booked. All right. You can scan my link tree and go to the booking page that's there, or you can scan the flyer that is all over my social media pages, or you can go to my social media pages and go to my bio and click the link there. You can get to this everywhere. All right. Again, this is the one of 7 destinations that you get to choose from once your trip is paid off. Dubai, Bali, Cabo San Lucas, Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, Vegas, Phuket. Okay, we actually have Dalton, aka Knowledge, going. He's from the Mob Motorcycle Club, right? He the only one from Mob that be traveling with us internationally, but yet when we come to Houston, we never see Knowledge. We come all the way to Houston and we never see Knowledge, but I got to meet Knowledge in Cancun, Kukulkan Resort last year, okay? He's the only one from the motorcycle club that travels with us internationally. I love it. And that was all because of Ghost, right? Introducing Knowledge into the fold, okay? So Knowledge will be a part of the trip, and I think Knowledge is planning on inviting his brother. So come on, Mob. More y'all could come, you know? All right, and you also get this savings card, $300 to save towards hotels and stuff of that nature, okay, if you are traveling with us. All of these things will be sent to your email, and if you have questions, don't call me. Call Aspire to More, aka Avia Banks, and she will take you down the process of how it all works. All right. Good morning, Michelle. All right. And so we have a lot of stuff going on. That is our trip in August. Okay. And then we have our friend. Oh, not that one. Our Friendsgiving. These are all the names that's on here. So far, we have several people that's paid in full. All right. We're still waiting for other people's deposits to come in. So blessed. Looks to envy. I think Chicago dropped out. Ooh. Ghost, Mo, Nakia, Damaris, Donovan. We're still waiting for those deposits to come in. I have all the money sitting in Cash App. As soon as I get the rest of these deposits, we are entering March, y'all. As soon as I get the rest of these deposits, I'm going to pay off this house. Once this house is paid off, I can move on to the next thing. Okay? Let's get your monies in, all right? Those are our trips. I am not doing Friendsmas this year. We'll plan for Friendsmas in 2025 because I'm planning to go to Italy with Debbie. And so I can't do all of that. It's just too much. I'm not even talking about from a financial perspective. I'm talking about from a planning and such perspective. And I do have Italy and Venice and just Europe in general checked off on my list. Okay. What? Hold up. Wait a minute. Michelle, I need a little bit more information. Martin, Raymond's brother? These are all the, see, remember I told y'all Michelle and all of us went to church together. Raymond's brother? Oh my God. Was it cancer? I knew he was sick with something. You said the mom. What you mean the mom? You said, FYI, sis, Martin passed yesterday, Raymond's brother, right? But now you said the mom. What about the mom? Oh, his mother passed away. Raymond's mother passed away. Raymond and Martin's mother passed away. I need you to tell the story right. I'm confused because this just says Sis Martin passed. Oh, Sis Martin, the mother. Okay. When you said sis, I thought you were calling me sis and saying Martin passed. Sister Martin passed. Oh, God. I mean, not that that's better. Blessings, prayers to the Martin family. That's terrible. Got it now, Michelle. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, this has been rough because a week or two ago was Jerry's mom, right? And so I did see that, and I sent my blessings and condolences to Jerry about his mom, and now Sister Martin passed. I don't keep in touch with the Martins anymore, Michelle, but, you know, if you go to the service or, you know, you speak to one of them, tell them I send my love to Raymond and you know, all the Martins. I send my love and condolences. I don't really communicate with them anymore, but that is sad to hear. I'm sorry to hear that. I thought you meant the brother because, you know, Mitch. For some reason, when you said Sis Martin, I was thinking Mitch. That's who I was thinking, but now I get it. All right. Thank you for sharing that with me. So those are all of our trips that we have going on upcoming. All right. And so, I mean, always move in peace and love, right? Coffee with Friends is a healing journey, right? You can leverage this platform any way you want. And I went through a reminder last week to say that every now and again, people come on with a serious topic or they wind up saying, I apologize for changing the tone of the show and bringing sad news. Don't apologize for that because that's what we're here for. When we play and when we laugh, that is just a moment in time. But we should never forget that this is the platform that we come to when things are hard, when things are weighing on us, when we are going through things and we need other people to jump in and help us. Either jump in on here if you don't want the whole world to see it, jump in on Discord and just say, I need to talk. I need somebody. I'm going through something, right? That's what this platform is about, right? It is like a gateway to getting what you need, therapy, medical help, anything, right? Knowing that you're not alone in your trials and tribulations, that other people are living life and life is life for them too, right? Drawing inspiration from each other, learning from each other by sharing our perspectives, right? And we might not always agree, but that's all right. That's how we learn. If we agreed with everything each of us said on here, where would the growth be? Where would the learning be? Right? Some people get so irritated when other people disagree with them. Don't get irritated. Open your mind, open your heart to learn something new, to hear somebody else's perspective. Just because the only perspective you've ever known is your own does not mean that your perspective is the only right one. This is how we do better. This is how we do better. It's a journey. It's not an overnight thing. Okay? And so with that, y'all, I'm going to move to closure because it is Monday and I do have some work to do. Oh my God, and I need to take these days off so my boss know I will not be in the office for a couple of days because I'm going to be in Texas. Lord have mercy. Anyway, y'all, fancy, and that's all we can ask of any of us, to constantly learn, right? That's it, and that's all. All right, and with that, y'all, I say move with love, peace, blessings, and don't let your trials and tribulations hold you hostage. Try to live in the moment. I'm talking to myself too. Try to live in the moment, appreciate your blessings. Be thankful when we open our eyes and we are given another day to go through the things that we go through. Be thankful in that, okay? Yes, we got a lot of shit to talk about at the wine and cheese topic party. We're going to have a great time. All right. We are going to have a great time. All right. And with that, y'all, I'm going to send y'all out with some positive vibes, because you know what I say, no matter how low.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Yep.
I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I'm Royalty Debo. Come back tomorrow, y'all. Move with peace and love. Get this message on the way out. Hey, ha. What? Hustle hard. I've been making moves
till I'm buried in my grave.
Hey.
Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave.
I've been doing shit my way.
On the highway, and in the driveway, it's a nice range. Cause I'm down through the climb, I am right pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't come
Hey.
Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain
anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredients. Hey, with the negativity. But I just
slide right by the energy.
What?
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Yep.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
I never answer to no, man, I still go. And I don't, y'all. I'm out. Peace. See y'all tomorrow.
Go.